Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve. I know you've been sad 'cause mama wasn't here, but mama had a headache. Oh my god, it hurt. Hey Shantae. Hey Boo. Hey Boogies. That's mama's babies. Oh my god, B Blanco, I thought you was watching your game. What's up? Angelina, Steve. We got Crime Corner. Potent Potables. I don't know what that is. Oh, is that like pot? Is it like potables? Like pot? Ron Engel. Hey, boo. Danny. Hey, honey. They call me Big Mitch. Larry Hoover. Whipping work. Oh, hallelujah. Did y'all miss me yesterday? Did you miss me? Did you miss mama? Mama had a headache. A bad one. Wasn't it Tylenol? Just, it was looking at Tylenol like what you want? Staring at this screen. I was lucky that it was, today was a holiday. I had the day off. I had to allow myself to just bug out. I was like, I just don't have it in me, honey. But I am here, Pookies. Hey, Samantha. Hey, Booby. You missed me? That's 2 days in a row, huh? Oh, thank you, Boo. Mama love you. Yes, she do. Mm-hmm. Hey, Penaplex. B. Smith. Actually, I wish y'all was all at my house. I know that's right. What kind of food you got? Don't be inviting us over there and you ain't gonna feed us, okay? Cause we be hungry, all right? I want food. I want some good stuff. Better than what I got in my house. Otherwise, what's the point? Juanita. Hey, boo. Oh, Fanny. Francine. Hey, Retta. Zinnia and Wanda Joy. Wanda Joy, I thought you were gonna be with us in spirit. You said, I thought it was Wanda Joy said gonna be with us in spirit. Oh, let me send this thing out. My daughter's trying to teach me how to work with this Discord. Are you using everyone? You're about to mention 20 people. Are you sure? Yes. Okay. So she's trying to teach me how to use this here Discord. It's like a mentioning thing. So yeah. Hey, my fellow Janine. Hey, so the game, B Blanco, is the game, is it the Celtics again? Is it your green people? Is it them? I don't know if mama can promise victory tonight or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she can do it. Discord work well for notifications, right? Yeah, I gave her like access to it or whatever, so she could just go to town and try to set it up to where I could send out messages to everybody that it would mention everybody that's in there or whatever. So she's working on it and setting up some roles and stuff for people, you know, trying to make it functional. And then she's gonna have to teach me how to use it. Hey Josh, how's my rebellious baby doing, huh? Canada. You know, I used to want to move to Canada in my mind, just like everybody else. Yes. We had in our minds that Canada was like the safest place. It was like nothing ever happens in Canada. Well, they used to tell us, they used to be like, they don't even lock their doors. And I guess they started saying it too much. Then people started showing up. I think people from America started going there and robbing folks. They were like, oh, y'all don't lock your doors, huh? Thank you. Because apparently now Canada is a crime place, I guess. I don't know. Mama knows that it's terrible everywhere. She has accepted it now. Hey Tian, Adrian, Sandra, Yoli, Tony Marquise. I'm looking for some Freedom Memorial Day barbecue burgers. Yes, honey. Oh, yes. Make me a freedom sandwich. I want a freedom sandwich. I demand it. Okay, with some freedom ketchup and some freedom mustard and some big old chunky freedom onions on it. Okay? Yes. Hey, Amanda. Jared. Hey, boo. Does anyone else have a bugged chat? Oh, God, y'all's chat's doing that again. We've had that the last couple of days. It did it for a while and then it would clear itself up. Just hang in there. It'll clear itself up. It's YouTube. I think it's the YouTubes. It's the YouTubes. Yes, hit the like button. Oh, CM said first to like every hit, but to like every hit like button. Oh, you was my first like. Thank you, boo. Everybody hit the like button for Mama. Okay, get this. Let's get this going on a good note. Okay. Thank you, Aaron. Mama love you. Yeah, that was me. That was me late in the bed this morning. That was me falling asleep in my chair right here. I couldn't stare after I would try to do stuff on my computer and I just couldn't. I kept having to like turn it off and then I would shut the monitor off and I was just laying here. I would recline my chair back and just lay here and try to shut my eyes like that, but that just wasn't working. My head was banging. So I climbed right to bed. I got back up, woke back up like 4 hours later. It was like 9 o'clock. I was like, man, I can't. Because I had a headache already, and ain't no way in the world I was going to turn this fucking ring light on. It was going to kill me. It was going to kill me. That ring light was going to murder me. I got to find a substitute. This thing is so bright. I got it turned down. I got it turned down pretty low, but it's still so bright. If I turn it down too low, my green screen is not as effective. See how my green screen, like here, you can see. Oh, but thank you, Aaron. Mama love you. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Mm. Thank you, Booby Bear. But see, it's like kind of grainy and it doesn't blend right. I mean, I guess that's okay. But oh, Josh. Thank you, boo. Mama, you got to call them people. Okay. Know your potential. What you can be. Okay. Mama gonna know what she can be. Hey, Kimberly. Mama gotta know what she can be. Okay. Her potential. Okay. Mama come to the realization that she ain't gonna leave her babies. Okay. Y'all are my boobies. Okay. My boobs. My left and right boob. Okay. That's y'all. Lefty and righty. Okay. This is you. Mama love you. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Thank you, Joshy Bear. Mama love you, pumpkin. Mm. What you can be. That never gets old. I've come to the realization I'm not gonna leave you. You got my daughter. You know, his daughter, 15 plus. His daughter, 15 plus years old with her own kid. Talking about you got my daughter. Like his daughter's a baby or something. Like, what is you talking about, bro? For real. Like on some real. Hey, I live in Canada, LOL. You can move to Albuquerque. It's safe in the small towns. Google Earth my address and you can see how small my town is. Is it like are they cool with like what's What's Canada? Is Canada cool with like race stuff? Like, I ain't gonna get like, given the business because, I know like complexion wise, I might blend in certain places with certain people, but my hair texture give me away. So, am I gonna have issues with the popos or anything? Like, are they pretty open minded, or they gonna give me the business? I need to know. It matters. It matters. I like to live a very stress free life. I don't wanna. I don't wanna do this anymore. Am I gonna be safe? Is what I'm wondering, Samantha. Is it safe for me? You know, I know I don't have a lot of melanin, but I got enough to make people give me the business when I go in certain places. Okay. Hey, Alejandra. I've been trying to figure out like what's the best place for. There's got to be a place where people just don't care, like where people just where literally like what's the least racist place in America? Like, is there a place that's like just happens to be like the least racist? Like where it's almost like they don't even notice, you know? I like to move there, where I could just be a human and it'd be okay. That'd be nice. It just sounds like such a nice place, like a wonderland. Uh, Ooh, Fanny's birthday. What? Fanny got our birthday. Is your birthday today, Fanny? Is it today? Happy birthday. It's the birthday. It's the birthdays. It's the birthdays. And Gemini in the house. It's the Geminis in the house. What you can be. I know that's right. Uh-huh. We're gonna get us some freedom sandwiches. We're gonna all go show up at B Blanco's house, okay? And he gonna feed us. He gonna feed us freedom sandwiches and freedom donuts and freedom. I don't know what you got to drink over there that's very free to me. I want something very free to me. I'm parched. You got some freedom juice? I want some freedom juice. Okay. The 27th. Oh, your birthday just passed, Fanny. All right, we're going and do it. Because our mama wasn't here. Mama wasn't here. Mama wasn't here. Mama, sorry. Put my legs down so I can give you a very efficient, very thorough happy birthday to my baby. Okay. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Psych. I'm black. We don't do it like that. And you know this. You know this, man. So with that being said, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Fanny. Happy birthday, Fanny Pie. Happy birthday, my baby boo. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Fanny Pumpkin Pie. Happy birthday. Whoa, whoa. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Fanny Pie. Happy birthday. No. Did I do good? Did I do good? Did you love it? Did it make your soul weep because of how, you know, like on point and on key the notes were? It's a gift, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not everybody can do that. And I used to sing back up for Mariah Carey, okay, and Whitney Houston, okay. But that was all for you. I did that for free, you know. They used to have to pay for that, you know, when I was on tour. You know what I'm saying? But you know, anything for my babies, you know what I'm saying? Anything for my boos and their birthdays. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you, Fanny. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was all for you, boo. It was all for you. 'Cause mama love you. Yes, she do. Yes. Birthday cakes and confetti poppers or whatever those things are with the sprinkler, whatever those things are right there, you know, with the cones. Yeah. Let's put those in the chat for Fanny so she can feel super special. It's a super special day. Okay? It's a super special day. It's a remembrance of the day she crawled out of her mother, just clawed her way out of there. Or in my kids' case, they were pried out by the doctors. You know what I'm saying? It was just, get them out of there. My babies got pried out. They were impatient. The doctors were impatient. They were like, ain't nobody waiting on them. Just open her up and just snatch them out. They were abducted by the doctors, you know, snatched out of their homes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, honestly, where I have grown up and where I live now, the color is never an issue ever. Look at your email in a second. Like my actual email? Oh yeah, that's right. I have an email for y'all now. I forgot about that. All right, make a new thingy there and open up that there right there and then do that. Yep. Thank you, Samantha. Mama love you. Yes, she do. Yeah, she do. Mama's in a singing mood. I didn't even know that. Let's see, Gmail. I'm assuming that this is your address. We're gonna Google Earth you, girl. We're gonna see what they gonna say. Ooh, night court intro. Jesus. I gotta get in my emails. I ain't too behind. All right, it's all right. Let's see. Use Google Earth. Okay. Let's see. Is it like country or something? Copy. Sonny, birthday stuff. Hey, I told y'all to put the birthday cakes and the sprinkler thingies or whatever in the chat for Fanny. What's your favorite color? Hey, Fanny. We're going to put some hearts in the chat for you, just for you, for special. But special. You know what I'm saying? For special. Because special. Whatever your favorite color is. Hey, Sandy. Mindy. Hey, boo. How the heck are you? What color is her favorite color? It's the favorite color for me. Blue. Blue hearts in the chat for Fanny's birthday. Okay. Your sibling is here and is, needs the blue hearts because those are her favorite color. You feel me? You smell me? Hey, Joy. Hey, boo. All right. Oh, it's so cute. It looks like it's rural. It's very rural.
Brooks in terms.
Oh, shit. My bad. It's very rural. Like, oh, it's so cute. It looks so clean. It looks so clean. It's so clean, Fanny. I mean, sorry, not Fanny. I mean, who is that sending me that? That's Samantha. Yeah, Samantha. It looks so clean over there. Looking all around it, it's like super clean. Oh, look at that. Congregation. Oh, wow. That is so clean. It looks like the neatest thing I've ever seen. Let me zoom out. Oh my goodness, that looks so nice. It's so flat. There's circles and squares. What are those? That is strange. Huh. What are these mountains? Oh, there's mountains. Oh, it looks so nice. That's Albuquerque, is it? I want to live in Albuquerque. I want to move to Albuquerque, y'all. It looks nice over there. It's so cute. It's so cute. There we go. There's the blue hearts. I ain't gonna, but you want me to put your address? What? It won't show you. Let me see. I don't want it to show you. It's got your address on the top thing. I don't want to do that. I'm not about to put your address on here. The address shows up on there. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Let's see. Yeah, I can't do that. That's gonna show your address to everybody. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to you, baby pie. I'm gonna need for you to be safe. I cannot. No, 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 no. Oh, it's Alberta. Oh, it's not Albuquerque, it's Alberta. Okay. I know that's right. Ain't nobody doxing nobody. She trying to get me to dox her over here. She's like, put it on the screen so everybody can see it. like, yeah, nah, bro. Nah, bro. I will not be the reason why somebody showed up at your house to murder you. No, thanks. No, thank you, booby. Okay. It's okay. I can explain things to you. I'm sure you can, but you gave me the actual address. I ain't putting that up on there. It looks cute. I can tell you that. It looks very nice. It looks very neat. Okay. I'm not going to post it on here for everybody to see the address. No. I know. You put the address on there. It pointed at a house. There was a house number on there. Was that not your house number? Because that was somebody's house number. It pointed at a house. Like it was showing a house. Like it showed a house. And when I open up the screen thing, it shows it on there. And the only way to make that go away, I click it out and then it closes the whole map. So I can't show it without showing that. No. It's a very nice place though, okay? It's very nice. Okay? I can't do that in good conscience. Alberta is the Oh, I got you. You meant like close the address and just put the thing. What we gonna do? I don't wanna get off into some other stuff because it's 9:30, and we're gonna get into what we're getting into. Maybe we can do that a little bit later, okay? Okay, Pookie. Okay, Pookie. Gonna get off track. Off the track. Marilyn, hey boo. She said, I'm back. Recognize me. I got my fingers tattooed. Oh my God. I know that hurt, Veronica. Shit, that ain't nothing but bone. Ooh. You know, the time you get a tattoo and the places where it's the most painful are right on top of bone or right on top of like nerve places. Like here, like on the front of your arm thing. because it's like all nervy and stuff there, you know, or like right directly on bone, like when people get it and it runs across stuff that's like just nothing but bone, like on your hands, back of your hands and your fingers. Yeah. Yeah. That's about 2,000 people. Cheap property. Let's watch them, Daryl. I know that's right. Let's watch them, Daryl. Hey, Lily. It's 2:30 over here. Like 2:30 in the morning or 2:30 in the afternoon? And what's over here? What is here exactly? Matt Powers, hey boo. How you doing? Okay, it's okay. Well, I will explain now. Yes, that is my house. My town is about 2,000 people. Cheap property. That's what. Yeah, thank you, Samantha. Mama love you, boo. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. Oh, look, we got a saucy Sam, and then we got a sweet Sammy. We got a saucy and we got a sweet. Just curious, has Thurl ever tried to contact you through someone else while in the prison? No, indeed. I don't think he's seen anything yet because I don't think he's got like that type of access. You know, I don't think he's got like free reigns. Like in certain places they don't have access to like YouTube or like certain things that the computer won't go on to. I'm pretty sure that that's what like the devices and stuff that Daryl has access to. I'm fairly certain that they're not entertainment purpose like type stuff. You know what I mean? So he ain't seen nothing yet. He ain't seen these shits. Somebody might have written him about me though. If he's getting letters, he's probably heard the name. He's probably heard about it. I'm gonna say like this, he's probably aware, but I don't think he's seen anything yet. I don't think so. I don't think he has access yet. The only chance he's got, like once he gets into actual regular prison, then he might. Depending on what kind of stuff they got over there, you know. He can get a hold of a phone. If he can get a hold of a phone, he will, because them inmates, they be on they be all over social media. They be on online dating sites and everything. They be calling in live on YouTube channels. I've been on plenty of YouTube channels. Like literally, a inmate in prison in his cell will call in live on the thing. They be standing in front of like a wall trying to pretend they ain't in jail, and then you figure it out, and then they'll be all like, "No, I'm not." Be having them great big old white bricks behind them, them concrete bricks. And some of them they'll admit it and say they locked up. But they be in there on some sneaky phone stuff, like on live stream, like calling in live streams. These crazy people are nuts. I'm like, you are live. You don't think you gonna get found? Oh my god, and that's why you got caught in the first place. Cause you dumb. Cause you dumb. Cause dumb. That's why. All right, let's get in here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, what the hell? I know that's right. I know that shit is restricted. They ain't able to. But once they get into actual prison, they sneak shit in there. Even the guards actually assist with it sometimes. Like they pay money and stuff, and the guards will sneak them in a phone, but then they'll bust the same cop that give them the thing that'll sell it to them or whatever, or like get access to it for them for money. Will then confiscate it. And the inmate can't do nothing about it. They'll confiscate it, and then they'll turn around and sell it to a whole nother inmate. The guards, like, they're crooked as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how they end up with phones. They end up with phones. The guards be knowing and everything. Yeah, it's very weird in there. Yeah.
Of the mental health related issues, and first, and then going through the victim impact statements before I go through all of the necessary factors for sentencing, is frankly, it's challenging to talk about the impact to the victims without getting emotional. This trial is unlike anything that I've ever been a part of. the sheer magnitude of the
Yeah, it's the
crime,
magnitude for me.
the number of people in.
I want to catch the tail end of Daryl.
My main thing,
What's your main thing, Daryl?
is,
Tell us. We care.
you know,
Don't be forgetting about me. Is that it?
like I said, regardless, is to not just be placed somewhere and just forgotten about.
Yep, call it. I hit it right on the spot.
doesn't
Don't forget about me. You gotta remember me forever.
Obviously, I don't know
Anything at all. I'm just stupid. Big
how
stupid.
that all works.
I know stuff and things and such.
But
He did. He thought standing made him taller, Brigida. Oh, that makes me think of Vegeta
I know that
from Powerball
it
Z.
would greatly benefit me to be able to be somewhere where,
I know. It would benefit me. You know, because it's all
like
about
I
me.
said, I can
Well, I can get some help, you know.
properly
Give me some medicine. I need some pills.
evaluate it and
It's
medicate
the pills
it
for me, you
with
know.
the things that I need.
Daryl, do
It-
like
it could be
I like
something
my
that I
pills.
haven't
Did my
even
mother tell you?
discovered yet, or not me myself,
Give me
but
my pills.
it can be something that
You know, some pills.
maybe way near that could have helped me
Like pills.
years ago that I probably wouldn't never have known up until this point that could have
Exactly, Sarah.
immensely helped.
I mean, y'all act like I drove through a
I want
parade
the-
full of
yeah, I
children or
want
something.
the opportunity.
Again, I think we're starting to.
Y'all are just treating me bad because I mean it's y'all. I mean honestly, y'all. They just feel like I don't understand why y'all are being so, serious about all this. I mean, you act like I drove through a parade of children. I mean, I could see if I was over there running over like a bunch of old people or something. You know, like, like Daryl, that yeah, that's what you did. That's why we're here right now. That's why you going where you're going in 20 minutes. This is why. This is all why. Okay.
Right, repeat
It's here
some of these
1,000
topics
years.
that you've covered, and I
Shut the
understand
hell
what you're
on
saying,
now.
and
I
I
want to beat this. I want to beat
I wanna
this.
beat it. I
want
wanna
the
beat it.
opportunity to beat it.
Beat it.
Show that it can be beat.
Beat it.
at this
I don't.
time.
I don't have to live like.
He thinking about Erica. He thinking about Erica.
You
Like,
know,
I want to beat
I
it.
want to show. I want to show that
I want to beat it.
regardless of anything,
Regardless of
that-
anything, I can overcome it all because
there
Daryl.
is still hope.
There's hope. There's
I
hope
want
out
to be
there.
able to show my children that.
I want to show them stuff.
You,
Your Honor, I know I ain't never showed my kids nothing. I ain't taught them shit. But in this case, right now, here and now, I promise to teach my kids something. I know that means I'd have to look at them, and I haven't in years. But still, free me right now so I can go chase Erica. Ah, ah. Oh, Luther Vandross. That's Luther Vandross. Okay. If Luther knew Daryl. If Luther knew Daryl. This is what he would sing, okay? This is what he would say.
you can rise up.
To rise up.
You don't have to. You don't,
I believe I
Hey, Padre.
understand and
Nosferatu.
comprehend your desire to
Coffee
have your
cold.
mental health
My coffee cold.
issues addressed and met. You've stated that multiple times. I understand
Here
that.
and
I
now.
can certainly
Look.
address that in my sentencing remarks here today. At this time, it's been over 2 hours. I appreciate all of the words you've said here today and the fact that you've, made a statement.
I apologize for the length. I didn't even
It's not about the
realize.
time. It's okay. But at this time, I would like to take
Oh my
about
God.
just shy of 20-minute break, come back at 3 p.m. and start my portion of this.
I know that's
sentencing
right,
hearing
because
with
you
my
done talked
sentencing
enough,
remarks.
Daryl. That's what she said. She said, okay, all right now. That's wonderful. That's great. You did a great job. Now shut the hell up, okay? We're gonna go eat our freedom sandwiches. Not you. Not you, because you don't get that. You know that. Come on now. You knew that. We're gonna go eat our delicious freedom sandwiches in the back. We're gonna laugh and we're gonna chuckle about our freedom days while we eat our freedom sandwiches. Then we're gonna come back in here and I'm gonna tell you some shit. Okay. You're gonna shut the hell up. Okay. Just like I did while you just rambled for 2 hours. Okay. Now I'm gonna talk and you're gonna shut the hell up. Daryl lasts like 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden he can't take it no more. I ain't gonna sit here and be disinfected by you.
The sentence. But this time, we will be in recess until 3 p.m. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, honey. Poor Daryl. Daryl's like, look now. Look. He already turned
I'm
his
talking
head.
about
They were
the
like,
victims, their victim impact
Huh?
statements. And again, things that have stood out here to me. I cannot comment on all of the victim statements that have been made. But there are a few
Hey,
that
Miss
I
Daly.
do want to highlight. And then ultimately, go through the sentencing factors. Because all of these things that I'm going to talk about
Yes,
relate
all
to
of the
those
things.
factors, which in Wisconsin, there are 3 primary factors: the seriousness of the offense, the need to protect the public, and the character and rehabilitative needs of the defendant.
Yeah, fuck him. He ain't
So I
getting none of
wanna
that.
start
Yes, but thanks for
sort of near
mentioning
the
it.
end
Very
of
sweet.
all of the remarks over the last couple of days, and that is with my thoughts on Mr. Brooks and his mental health. I'm not here to debate that you have had a history over time of intersecting
Oh, do they? He said the ring light, Cinnamon Toast Ken and Pootie Pie both use square lights. They attach to each side of their desk, so they aim straight in their eyes. That's what I need to do. I gotta look it up and see what their setups look like. Cause this thing right here. Cause I think these ring lights are meant more for like people who do like makeup stuff. You know what I mean? They do like makeup videos and stuff. Cause they're handy for that kind of stuff, I guess. But for when you're like super close up and stuff. But this, nah, bro. But they don't really use They don't use like green screens either. So, like the only reason I even need the light is because I use a green screen. Otherwise, I can use any kind of light. But it's because I use a green screen. I need whatever it is to be bright enough to brighten up this green screen behind me to make it so that it'll work and blend with whatever I have on the screen. You know what I mean? Like, I'll show you what happens when it's not on. You see? It's just my green screen shows, right? And light, it needs to be lit up for it to blend in. So, because I do like this, I have to do that. Like, we come up with something. Jay and I do a makeup tutorial. You want me to do a makeup tutorial? I can do one right now. Watch this. Lip balm. The end. It would be so short. Literally, all I do, you don't know. Let me tell you what I do. I fill my eyebrows in, like just like I have this like powder and this little brush that's like slanted, tiny little brush, and I literally just fill them in. My brows are already shaped like this, but I just fill them in so that they're like consistently kind of dark throughout. And then I put a little bit of highlighter underneath my brow, under my brow, on the strike of my nose, right here, on the tip of my lip, which goes away pretty fast, and then here. That's it. That's what I do. I don't use foundation because I'm not responsible enough to take it off before I go to bed. So I can't wear that. I'll go to sleep in it. I'm low maintenance, man. I can't do nothing that I ain't okay with sleeping in. That's it. I do my brows and I put some highlighter on. Like and I only do that because of the camera thing. It kind of helps with the lighting and stuff when I'm on because of the light. That's my makeup routine. And then lip balm. Like I try to get a lip balm tint, but this last one I got is kind of orangish, so it doesn't even really show up on me. It's pretty neutral on me, so it was a bad choice. I like to get something maybe like a pink or burgundy-ish kind of color, just like a little hint of that. But I just wear lip balm because Mama got chapped lip syndrome. My lips peel like nobody's business. Think of your little small child with chapped lips and don't care. That's Mama, okay? I be peeling my lips so they bleed. This is what I do. I always have. Okay. The kind I like now is this one is it's L'Oreal. It's the L'Oreal Perry. They look like lipsticks. If you saw them, you would think it was a lipstick, but it's actually a lip balm slash lip tint slash lip balm. I never knew that was what those were, but because I always used to get like the lip those little there's like those little chapsticks or whatever, but they have the little color. I used to get those. But I came across one of those one day and I was like, that says lip balm. And then I started looking for them. So apparently if you find the things that look like where they're kind of like clear looking, even the different brands, where the cap thing is like clear and it kind of has like a clearish like kind of look to it, the whole thing. Look at it, read the thingy. Most of the time it's a lip balm. It's not a lipstick. You'll think it's a lipstick, but it's actually a lip balm. So funny. Yeah, right? Who knew? You got to read the thingies, apparently. I have a few shots of Pootie Pie set up. Yeah, send me that in my email. That would be great. Or even just a link to wherever you saw it. And then I can click on it and send it to me. Because I need another setup. Because this is, it's torturous for me, okay? Well, thank you, Samantha. Mama love you. Yes, she do. And fellow Janine. Yep, it is L'Oreal. And thank you very much. Mama love you. Yes, she do. And we'll send you Pootie Pies. LOL. Yes, I love me some Pootie Pie too. I love when all of them together, like him and because I know him and Pootie Pie, they'll play together. And then, but then sometimes like Jacksepticeye, like I love the ones with Jacksepticeye and Cinnamon Toast Ken play together. And sometimes it's like, because Cinnamon Toast Ken and Pootie Pie are pretty close, are very close. So sometimes he'll come in with them, but it's very, very fun. Oh, POS talk. Now you have, what's POS? POS. I don't know what that is. Me don't understandy, okay? Me no understanding. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about?
With the mental health agencies, and that you may have in your history trauma, emotional pain, and things of that nature. I have read through not one, not two, not three, but four reports from experts, people who are well known in this field of what we call forensic psychology and psychiatry. Individuals who have an expertise in evaluating a plea of not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect. Because I don't want there to be any doubt in my sentencing here today that I've considered that. But I also don't want there to be any doubt that somehow this trial was missing something.
Yeah, like a lawyer.
Because the fact is, Mr. Brooks entered a special plea of not guilty by reason of mental disease
He did.
or defect
He definitely did.
in the early summer, maybe late spring of this year. And this court ordered 3 court-ordered evaluations, and the state retained an expert to also review the issue. Whether the defense team at that point ever hired anyone, they are not required to disclose that. I don't know, but I have 4 well-known
Hey,
doctors
Krista. Hey, boo.
who have written this court based upon the orders that were made or one doctor being retained. And these are reports that are thorough. One report is 24 pages. Another is more of a summary. It's 8 pages. Another is 26 pages. And then another is 12. And they look at the discovery information, so police reports, videographic evidence, things of that nature. They have access to any mental health related records from prior stays or things like that. They look at a history. They meet with Mr. Brooks. I've referenced this in the past when competency wasn't so much raised by any of the parties here, but during the trial, there was, as Attorney Opper wanted to make a record one day of Mr. Brooks's competency. And I will restate what I stated at that point. I have absolutely no doubt that Mr. Brooks is competent. I'm obviously well versed in the legal standard, but that is not something that this court was frankly.
Yeah, Samantha. I watch everything Cinnamon Toast Ken. He's my favorite. I watch all of his stuff, like him reacting with oh God, I can't think of his name right now, but he does like a bunch of videos with his my brain is failing me. But like I everything that the Cinnamon Toast Ken, yes, I subscribe to, I watch, I listen to on my way to work. I'm a huge Cinnamon Toast Ken fan. His toasty games, yes, absolutely I do. Okay. Yes. You say sent me a video about him. It ain't nothing bad, is it? Because I love me some Cinnamon Toast Ken. He can do no wrong, honey. He's my favorite little werewolf. He look just like a werewolf, don't he? I love me some Cinnamon Toast Ken. You hear me? You hear me? He's the best. All right. Buff Pro, yeah. Buff Pro. I love when they react to like reality shows and stuff. Oh my God, it's so hilarious. Yes, Mama like it. Mama like it all. Okay. Oh, look at CJ. He up in his live. All right. Okay.
Ever concerned about at any point in time.
Hey, Kevin.
I know that
Rodney.
his attorneys, when he had attorneys, never raised the issue. And it was really only after the trial began that that issue was raised, I think, by the public based upon what they saw. But Attorney Opper, like myself, had the benefit of having reviewed each and every one of these examinations. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time, but I think it's important.
Don't spend no time on it, girl.
Because it goes also to Mr. Brooks's character, which is one of the things that this court must consider along with his rehabilitative needs.
Can't believe he ain't gonna say nothing about the name.
I'm going to read parts of these evaluations so that you all understand the information that I have and why it is my opinion
it's about Darrell?
that mental health issues did not cause him to do what he did on November 21 of 2021, and frankly did not play a role.
How did I not see that?
That's not to say that he wasn't diagnosed with something. I've referenced this previously, but that's an antisocial personality disorder.
Look at Darrell.
And this is what one of the reports has to say. They've looked at one doctor indicated that there was available evidence to sustain a diagnosis of cannabis abuse, intoxication, antisocial personality disorder, adjustment disorder with mixed disturbance of emotions and conduct. And the reports go on to describe what those things are and that they may qualify as an abnormal condition of the mind substantially affecting mental or emotional processes, and thus as a mental disease or defect as broadly defined by the Wisconsin jury instructions, and that's at least as to the adjustment disorder. Cannabis abuse or intoxication would not. The diagnosis of antisocial personality disorder, and this is what the doctor said, reflects converging support of an underlying characterological disorder versus a major mental illness. In Mr. Brooks's case, I would note his history of disregarding the rights of others and conforming to societal norms, including in the forms of multiple acts of violence beginning in his youth, contacts with the criminal justice system, lack of remorse as indicated by being indifferent, rationalizing, etc. The doctor goes on that it's her understanding that this characterological condition would not qualify as a mental disease or defect as defined by the applicable statute, which also specifies that mental disease or defect does not include an abnormality manifested only by repeated criminal or otherwise antisocial conduct. Goes on to talk about her opinion regarding criminal non-responsibility. And the examiner rendered an opinion to a reasonable degree of perfection.
Yes, Lily, you are a member. You say, when did that happen? That happened because mama's babies have been gifting the shit out of the chat. Okay. They've been gifting memberships like a mother. Okay. And you were one of the people that it landed on, booby, because they don't pick people. It just randomly does it. It just randomly lands on whom it lands on. And you were one of the lucky babies. Lily, it was you. Okay. So you are a member. That's what that little green thing that I designed that. See the little glasses and the eyebrows. That's mama. Okay. And she's with you now. That's why you're green. Yes. I'm not sure who it was. Who gifted you, but you could probably tell. It might show up somewhere in your stuff, like an alert or something. But yes, one of your siblings now, this is your siblings, this is your family, gifted you that. That's what they done, okay? That's what they did. It's 1444 long. Yeah, I'm going to check that out. You ain't got to tell me twice, honey. In fact, that might be what I watch, listen to on my way to work. Nice. Thank you. Thanks, Samantha. I hate trying to figure out stuff to listen to that's going to make me happy on my way to work. I'll be trying to find something that's going to make me laugh, something's going to make me, chipper, before I go into work. And now I'm all excited because I already have something to look at. So, thank you, baby. Thank you, Samantha. Mama love you. Yes, you do. What was I about to do? Oh, yeah, got me a super chat. No, not a super chat. Cash App is what it's called. Oh, thank you, Miss Daly. Thank you, Miss Daly, for the very, 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 very special Cash App. Honey, that is a very special Cash App. And I appreciate the shit out of that Cash App, okay? Thank you, boo. Thank you, Miss Daly. Thank you, Pumpkin. Mama love you, baby. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. Indeed, she do. Yes, she do. Oh, my baby. Send you hearts and kisses. Very, 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 very sweet. Mama appreciate it. Okay. Hey, Litaplex. How you doing, baby? How you doing? Hammerfall. Sketch comedy. You listen to sketch comedy on your commute? Never really tried. I never actually thought about that. Listening to comedy, or even just stand-up comedy. That probably would be good, but if I get a bad one, I'm gonna be mad because I won't be able to change it while I'm driving. I am not risking the rest of my life because I accidentally ran in the back of somebody, killed somebody because I was fucking with my radio or my phone. Every time I be thinking about messing with my phone when I be driving, I'll be like, fuck that shit. I can already see it. Because it takes one split fucking second to change every fucking thing. It's like the difference between me just getting home and having a regular fucking day or me being a cold ass fucking cell because I looked down at my goddamn phone and now somebody ain't got legs. Know what I'm saying? Like, nah, fuck that shit. It ain't worth it. I'm just gonna listen to this shitty thing that I picked. And it is what it is, okay? Mama's scary, okay? I live in the land of, you know, how people be like, what are the chances? What's the chances of that happening to me and happening right now? I feel the opposite. I feel like if it was going to happen to any fucking body, which is going to be me, it would be me. It just seemed like some Janine shit, okay? No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay? No, thank you. I believe that it would happen. I believe Murphy's Law. Anything that could go wrong will go fucking wrong if I'm in the building. So I cover my ass, okay? I don't take chances. I don't do that. I can't afford to. I feel like it would, no, absolutely not. So what I pick is what I'm stuck with. So that's nice because I know if it's Cinnamon Toast Can and he talking about some fucking Darryl, I know that's going to be a good fucking time, okay? That is a promise. Laugh. That is a promise. Laugh. And possibly, maybe I learned something I didn't know. Probably not. I've gone so thoroughly through this shit. I done combed through this motherfucker. Oh, thank you, GM. I'm Asperger's syndrome and ADHD, but if I do some host stuff as done on November 21st, 21, I'm gonna be Bubba's best love like the rest. I know that's fucking right. That's how it works. That is how it works. You do this shit. This is you now. It's like I know it's inconvenient. Oh damn, you gotta do this stuff. Even if not considering him, because he did that shit on purpose, but even if you didn't do it on purpose, you know, but you are but your decision still, you know, your bad decision caused this thing, and these people now don't exist. That's you. It's a replacement thing. They're gone now, and now it's like universal justice like things. Stop taking it personal. Not personal. It's just this is how it fucking works. Like if anything, I think that the thing should be literally you should ask the parents or the family of the people who lost a person, what would make you feel as most whole as you can aside from having your loved one back? What would you like to see happen to me, considering all the things that you know? You know it wasn't on purpose, but it still happened. What is going to make you feel the most whole? And that should be what happens. That's what I think. Like, I feel like whatever makes the people who are going to feel the most pain, because the person who's dead is dead. They dead. It's done for them. But the people you leave behind are the ones who are fucked. So if the mom is the one that's going to cry herself to sleep for the next 10 to 15 years, I think you should too. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, I'm like, both y'all asses need to be crying for the next 15, 20 years. When she starts to feel a little bit better, then maybe your sentence is starting to lighten up. Okay? This was what I think. Like, that's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I think it's all about balance. Trying to create as much balance as possible. And people won't be so salty and then they won't be behaving so badly. But thank you, GM. Thank you, boo. Okay? Mama love you. Yes, she do. Okay? Okay. Whenever you drop something for Mama GM, you always drop a 20. I don't know. I could be mistaken about this, but every single time you drop something, I swear it's a 20. It's like it almost seems like it's a part of your name. GM, DET, right? And then 20. You know like Mama appreciate it, honey pot. Yes, she do. There's another one just for being so dope to Mama, okay? Samantha, it's great. I say one of his big boy teeth is coming in. And it has to with withdrawing his crazy plea because of the papers they found. Enjoy yourself Just don't laugh too hard and crash. I know, right? Oh my gosh. You saw one of his big boy teeth coming in. I wonder what side of his mouth was it coming in? I didn't see it. Mama love you, Samantha. Yes, she do. Indeed, she do, honey. Oh, Lily gifted a membership because Lily got a gifted membership. And then Lily turned around and did what? She gifted a freaking membership. Oh, those are the best ones. Those are the best ones. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's the pay it forward one. It's the pay it forward. That's the pay it forward. That's the pay it forward membership. Like, she got one for free, so then she just sent out one to somebody else. I love me some pay it forward. I love me some pay it forward. Yes, honey. In fact, I like to start the pay it forwards. I like to even instruct people to pay it forward. Like, I can do something for somebody, and I always I'll drop that little line on them. Here, don't say like that. I'll be like, oh, thank you. I'll be like, no, just do something for somebody else. That's me trying to affect change. Like, I was like, no, because then I get to me doing this one little thing could possibly make a ripple. Just the thought that it could possibly make a ripple and make it somewhere, like, you know what I mean, just in time to save somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I live for that shit. I live for it. It's the best. It's the best. It's the best. That's the most powerful that you can feel. That's the most powerful thing that you can do. It ain't accomplishing stuff to make yourself bigger does not do that. It don't. It's like this. At best, it's like just to kind of show off to kind of other people, like look what I did. Like kind of just to be like look what I did, trying to make people see what you're capable of or whatever. But that don't actually do anything for you personally. It doesn't do anything for you. It don't make you feel actually any actual better. It's just doing shit, like creating something, like making things happen in the universe. Like that shit is powerful. It feels so crazy. Like it fills you. It literally fills you. It's purpose. It's literally it's like the easiest way to have a purpose. Like if you just feel useless, do some kind of favor, do something. If you ain't got money, then do like a favor. Do some type of service. Do something for somebody. Like see somebody carrying the bags, help them carry the bags. It's like it's a little simple shit. You see somebody in a parking lot of a grocery store, and they're taking their stuff out, like an older person, like taking their stuff out and putting it in the truck. Take their card away, so they didn't got to think about taking the card over here, or wasn't they can just get in their car and they can just go. You know what I'm saying? Like they just help them. Be like, I'll take that for you. Like the littlest little shit. I'm telling you. It's so it's odd and it gives them this thing, and then they carry that thing off with them, and it changes the world in little tiny little bits and pieces. I love it. I love it. And it makes me smile when I'm just thinking about it. You gonna listen to the rerun? All right, Melanita. You go get ready for work. You go conquer the world. Okay, one work thing at a time. Okay. Mama love you, boo. Yes, she do. Yeah, hit the like button for Mama, y'all. Hit that like button. Oh, thank you, Lily. Okay, that brought a smile to Mama's face. To pay it forward, she did the pay it forward membership. She got one, didn't even know where it came from. Was like, you know what? I want to send out one, and she did. That's what I do at Starbucks. I like to pay for the person behind me in Starbucks stuff. Like I love doing that. It makes me feel. I'll be nervous sometimes. Though. I'll be like, shit. So I started asking. I asked them. I'll be like, how much is the one behind me? You know? Like I don't know. They might be like serving a party or something. You know what I'm saying? I get my little $5 coffee. There turn out to be, $250 for shit like that. Like how much is theirs? Like it won't let me do theirs. And I leave and I feel so fucking happy. Like I leave and I just pull off. I feel so good. Oh yeah. Oh, you can't give the membership? I don't know, baby. I don't know. Everybody else, and I don't think anybody else really having a problem. Just click the little leak thing. Hey. Yeah, no problem, no booby. Okay. Mama love you, Sam. You do plenty, honey. You do plenty, honey. You been carrying mother these days. In fact, fine. You just be always helping mama out. Mama appreciate you. Mama appreciate you. Mm.
Professional certainty that there was not support for the defendant's special plea, that the facts at hand do not sustain a conclusion to a reasonable degree of professional certainty that because of symptoms of a mental disease or defect, Mr. Brooks was rendered to lack substantial capacity either to appreciate the wrongfulness of the
Dennis, you better hit that like button, boy. You gonna quit being so freaking rebellious in here. Hit the like button. Don't make me turn this car around, Dennis. Okay? Stop cutting up back there. That's my rebellious baby, y'all. Don't pay him no mind. He's coming around. He's coming around.
Alleged misconduct or conform his conduct to the requirements of the law at the time in question. In arriving at this opinion, the following considerations were significant to this examiner.
Tell us about it, Judge.
While acknowledging Mr. Brooks' documented history of episodic contacts with mental health professionals beginning in adolescence, most of the time he has had such contacts or received mental health treatment when in custody. In effect, there is not a sustained, documented history of a diagnosed major mental illness for him predating the alleged offense or otherwise. Looked at a psychiatric review from April of 2010. At that point, the defendant was determined to have no medically determinable impairment on which to...
Oh, Dennis, see, that's my rebellious baby. Look at him. Been trying to get your attention. He just be trying to get mama's attention. That's all. He like, you gotta pay attention to me. That baby is like, I could do good things to get attention. I could do bad things to get attention. Bad things is just easier. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Kimberly gifted a membership. Who got it? Who got it? Artemis Hazelwood received a free membership. A gifted membership. Okay. Yes, she did. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, boo. Thank you, boo. Mama do she love you? My babies are so sweet. Look how nice they are. Yo, good.
Qualify for disability benefits. The consultant who conducted the review noted that Mr. Brooks' claimed mental illness was not, quote, well established, quote, that the statements that he made at that point were not deemed credible. They were...
Oh, yeah. As you become a member, be aware, inside of my community tab, there's 2 messages in my community tab. They're members only. And one is the email that is only for you guys. And I have a Discord server thing that I've opened up that is also exclusively for you guys. And I'm able to like alert and stuff, like I send out if I'm when I'm live and stuff, because this YouTube is weird as balls about alerting people when I go live. People are not getting the notifications like what seems like at all at this point. Hey, Faye. So yeah, so this is kind of what we are doing. So once you're a member, head on into, you can check out the in my community tab on my YouTube channel, and the last 2 messages that are on there, you'll see they're members only messages, and one of them is the link to the email, okay, and one is the link to the my Discord. Okay, you want to get on there, okay, so that I can notify you of whatever and stuff like that. And also, you're able to communicate with each other in the Discord, even when you're not on live. So you don't have to wait to see your siblings and talk to your siblings until you're in Mama's live. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to be able to communicate with each other, you know, in the in between time and whatever. Okay, family matters. All right.
Inconsistent and not verified by treatment providers in the community. Factor number 2, the defendant's history of violence beginning years predating the alleged offense is significant. He faced multiple prior domestic related charges. He was not permitted in his mother's home because of the history of violence.
No, he is not.
To be sure, the magnitude and lethality of Mr. Brooks's violence in the commission of the alleged offenses is more severe than what was previously known.
For sure.
However, the defendant's history of a pattern of violent behavior, coupled with other aspects of his history, and this case strongly suggests that his mental state, which produced the alleged offenses, was most fundamentally formed and fueled by contributions of his underlying characterological dysfunction, anger, and rage born of his conflict with his girlfriend moments before the Christmas parade tragedy.
Well, he was a
The examiner considered Mr. Brooks's episodic endorsement of auditory hallucinations, including on clinical interview with the undersigned, meaning the examiner, and in a couple of recorded jail phone calls subsequent to his arrest.
Urkel.
She said this: I am unaware of any objective corroboration that he presented, either in the hours leading up to or following the alleged offenses,
Xanadu.
as internally preoccupied or otherwise
Look at Darrell's Xanadu tattoo. It's the Xanadu tattoo for me.
exhibiting signs of impaired reality, contact, or behavioral discontrol. To the contrary, the defendant's conduct within hours of the onset and moments following the alleged misconduct was organized, controlled, and purposeful. Moreover, he demonstrated the
You said the screen's fuzzy? Is it? Is it a fuzzy screen? Oh no. I don't know. Is the screen fuzzy to anyone else?
motivation and capacity to take efforts to evade detection and try to flee the immediate area of the parade carnage. She went on, I have considered the seemingly inexplicable
Yeah, it is. It's like it's on 720. The video is at 720, but it does seem a little bit it does seem a little bit, you know, like, you know, not very focused though. It does. That's why I've checked it a couple of times. I was thinking maybe it wasn't, maybe it changed. But no, it's no, it is though. You're not wrong. You see, like her name on her counter thingy is basically like you can see it or whatever, but it's like it is a little bit out of focus. It's not your eyes. Your eyes aren't fucking with
nature
you.
and magnitude of the violence and mayhem wrought by the defendant's conduct on the day in question. He has caused 6 deaths, dozens of injuries, and terrorized hundreds of parade participants and thousands of spectators. There is no indication in the extensive compilation of records and other information
Good night,
available
Alejandra.
that at the time of the alleged
Good night, Alejandra. Sleep tight, boo. Sleep tight, pumpkin. Okay. Mama love you. Yes, she do.
misconduct, he lacked substantial capacity to either control or conform his conduct to the requirements of the law, or that his reality contact capacity to appreciate wrongfulness was substantially impaired. In the context of rage born of his conflict and altercation with his former girlfriend turmoil, the defendant was disinclined to control his behavior or attend to its consequences. Notwithstanding the magnitude of the violence in this case,
Mm-hmm.
a mental disease or defect is not defined by
magnitude for
the
me.
unnaturalness or enormity of the act.
And the enormity.
Moreover, temporary passion or frenzy prompted by revenge, hatred, jealousy, envy, or the like does not constitute a mental disease or defect. She goes on to talk about the course of functioning of Mr. Brooks during the day leading up to the alleged offense. Does not suggest that he was behaviorally dysregulated or that his reality contact was impaired. Goes on to talk about what he did in the immediate aftermath of the parade, including fleeing the vicinity, making efforts to evade detection or responsibility, and other things. Went on to discuss other evidence, including the videographic evidence of the Ring doorbell and being on the porch where he sought to use the phone.
Packet grounds.
He had apparently discarded a couple of small bags, later determined to contain marijuana. And presumably, this is the examiner again, he discarded items to evade responsibility for possessing them. By implication, such conduct strongly suggests his capacity to appreciate wrongfulness was then intact. When responding to law enforcement officials, he followed their commands. He lowered himself to the ground. We saw that on the recording of his arrest when he was taken into custody and detained. None of the behaviors nor verbal remarks at the time of the arrest suggest he was.
It is blurry. Refresh your screen. All right, let's see. 32629 is where I'm at. Let's see.
Today, when I
None of the behaviors nor verbal remarks at the time of the arrest suggest he was behaviorally dysregulated or that his reality contact was impaired.
Is this any better?
Following his arrest and
Does this look any better? Looks about the same.
being taken into custody, he engaged in an informal series of verbal exchanges with authorities. And none of his statements taken at face value suggest he was then actively psychotic or that his behavior, controls were substantially impaired.
Clear bias.
She then goes on to talk about the Mirandized statements. This court personally watched every minute of that interaction with Detective Carpenter and Detective Stern, along with the one from the night before, which was at the hospital within
biblical
hours.
cord. Leave my umbilical cord alone.
And I would concur with the examiner's conclusions that the content of his initial statements to authorities included multiple efforts to deceive or mislead. He changed his story multiple times, including he initially denied being in Waukesha the prior Saturday. He initially asserted he traveled to Waukesha on the day in question in a tan Kia with a friend. He initially asserted his mother did not own a vehicle, though later acknowledged as much, and that he used it from time to time. Other changes in his story over the course of his statements and the nature of them further suggest that he was making active attempts to evade detection or responsibility. By implication, such behavior strongly suggests that his reality contact was then.
Girl gone is crazy, honey. That sounds like some shit that I would say. My screen is fine, but for some reason, my butt is hurting. Oh, that sounds like some random shit that I would say. That does. It really, really does. Yeah. Bobby never spanked Rick. No, Daryl used to get his ass whooped, honey, and he was saving up. He was saving up his raise. He was like, one day I'm gonna be taller than this bitch, and I'm gonna fuck her up. And then, you know, he never got taller than her. And so then he went looking for somebody who was shorter than him, and along came Erica. Okay, he found a little girl on the side of the street and was like, you know what, you're shorter than me. I'll take it out on you. That's the story of Daryl.
And intact. When he was shown photographs of driving in the SUV into the parade route, he indicated it was not him.
Indeed, he did.
And this is again the Examiner.
It's the boogeyman.
I'm sorry, with the police. She's noting the police contact.
It was somebody else. Anyway.
It was not until Mr. Brooks was in the booking area of the Waukesha County Jail that he displayed some emotion, and this was to, I believe, Detective Stern, where he said, "I didn't mean to kill nobody." Such a remark indicates an awareness of the consequences of his actions and runs counter to a conclusion of an exculpatory mental disease or defect. There's other criteria or other factors. I'm not going to read them all. That was probably one of the more comprehensive explanations of why that examiner did not conclude that there was support for the special plea of not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect. All four examiners shared similar observations. Certainly their conclusions were that there was not support for the special plea. One examiner talked about, again, conduct after driving through the parade, abandoning the vehicle used in the act, altering his appearance by removing his outer layer of clothing, altering how he was wearing his hair, and then engaging in further efforts to leave the scene by securing transportation via a ride-sharing application.
You're gonna be slick, honey.
This particular examiner went on to say, while he essentially, meaning Mr. Brooks, disclaimed any memory of those actions and could therefore not explain them, such behaviors strongly suggest an awareness.
This stupid ass was running around in the dead of fucking winter. In the dead of winter with no fucking shoes on. Pulled off the one little bit of a coat that he had on, which was his hoodie. And now he's running around with no fucking shoes. In the dead of winter. Did you really think you wasn't going to get caught, Daryl? Because you seemed like you were trying to get caught. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, that in itself would look suspicious. It's like, if you were just walking around and you didn't even know nothing about a parade thing, did nothing happen at the parade. Just walking around and you see a dude walking around with no shoes on, no jacket. It's cold as balls outside. And he's just walking around holding his hair up in a bun because he was holding it up there. He like twisted it up and was just holding it there because I guess he didn't have no scrunchie or whatnot. He just like wrapped it up, twisted it up, and was kind of trying to hold it up on top of his head. Okay. He was trying to get a man bun. You know what I'm saying? There's ways to do that without scrunchies, Daryl. I do it all the time. Just grab the tiniest little thin little piece of like a tiny little strip of hairs. You just wrap that bitch around it. It'll stay on there all fucking day. If it's a big chunk of hair, it won't. It'll unravel because of the weight of it. But a tiny little sliver of hair, like a little, tiny little sliver of hair, you just take that and wrap it, twine it around. Shit'll stay up there all fucking day.
Awareness of wrongdoing and a desire to avoid detection.
The heavy hair crew.
Another examiner had very similar things: antisocial personality disorder with borderline features. Talked about the cannabis use disorder and full remission in a controlled environment. What's interesting about this particular report,
Let We go out at night.
is
yeah,
the
you trying to-
description of an antisocial personality disorder. The DSM-5 defines antisocial personality disorder as a pervasive pattern of disregard for a violation of the rights of others occurring since age 15 years, as indicated by 3 or more of the following: failure to conform to social norms with respect to lawful behaviors, as indicated by repeated performing acts that are grounds for arrest. 2,
Charlotte's going to
deceitfulness, as
bed.
indicated by repeated lying, use of aliases, or conning others for personal profit or pleasure. 3, impulsivity or failure to plan ahead. 4, irritability and aggressiveness, as indicated by repeated physical fights or assaults. 5,
Yeah, melted copper. Hey, mama. Yeah, he on his phone calling his mama, talking about, saying, hey, mama, I ran over 80 people in your car and ditched it. Can you send me an Uber? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what I just thought of? You know how Dawn had said, like, she called the police and was like, oh my God, I think that was my son. I think that was my son driving my car to the parade, right? I didn't even know he had my car, right? Remember she called the police and she was on her way to work, right? So, but at what point did she remember he called her to get her to send the Uber? Was that before or after she called the police? Does anybody know? Which one came first? The chicken or the egg? Did she call the police and then he ended up calling her? Because it all happened very quickly. Like, he was like roaming around. Like he did the thing and then he drove off and then he crashed the car. He got out of the car and he tried to run. He jumped the fence, he lost the slipper, so he went into the playhouse, and that's where he ditched the other slipper and the sweater. So then he goes running off. So that's when we see him with a red shirt on and he's asking the people for phones. A couple of people let him use the phone. He called his mom, called for the Uber thing, and then he started walking. Because I guess maybe he was waiting around that area or whatnot for the Uber. He couldn't find the Uber. So then he went out to another place, started trying to find somebody else to use their phone so he could call and check on his Uber. So I wonder at what point, and then once he got to that guy's house was when he talked to her again. But at the very first time when he called and talked to his mom about the Uber, like, did she call the police before or after that? Wow. So she had already talked to him. So why is she saying stuff like she thinks that car was hers and it was her son driving it? If she knows damn well it was, because he's over there right down the street from there trying to get her to send an Uber there. When she know he left there with the car and now he needs an Uber. Suddenly. Oh my gosh, she need to go to jail. That's why I said I can't not think that she needs to get into some shit. Cause even the fact cause just knowing that the fact that she even would do like her even doing interviews and shit, like her doing those little interviews and stuff, like talking to the news and stuff. Like, what right do you fucking have to be on there having a fucking opinion when you basically just tried to help him? You tried to assist him in escaping a crime scene. Am I wrong about that? Like that's why I said I'm what I'm thinking is that maybe once they finish with his trials and stuff, like he still got the other ones, maybe then they'll look into that. Maybe then they'll look into it. So this is what I'm kind of hoping for, honestly, because it's the audacity for me of her to go and do the talking to the news people and stuff, knowing that she like was trying to be deceptive to the police in this whole thing, like, and then she was talking to him. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't like it. And then her even knowing that he was gonna use those pictures, he was gonna use those pictures of the kid, of the grandson for. She knew when she sent them to him what he was gonna use them for, to lie to the court. It's her assisting him again, lying. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, that might be another reason she didn't show up at court, Lily, because she was scared they were gonna put her little ass in some handcuffs. She was gonna be there singing that song, "Get these things up off my ankles, they're too tight upon my cankles." She don't want them on her cankles, y'all. She said, "Get these things off my cankles. They hurt, okay? They hurt my cankles."
Reckless disregard for safety of self and
She
others.
sure did.
6.
That's what we trying to figure out. Was that before or after she
Irresponsibility,
spoke to Daryl
as indicated by repeated
about the
failure to
Uber?
sustain consistent work behavior or honor financial obligations.
Yeah, she
7.
culpable
Lack
as
of
a
remorse,
motherfucker.
as indicated by being indifferent to or rationalizing having hurt, mistreated, or stolen from another. In addition, the
Ooh, yeah, Aaron. That's another good point. She almost certainly egged Daryl on to try to get back some of that money, that bail money, which is hilarious because he ran over Erica's foot, and him and his mom over there plotting on how they're going to get Erica to pay for it, pay for getting him out of jail. To reimburse his mother for bailing him out of jail. Not him trying to find a way to pay his mother back, but him trying to get his victim to pay his mother back for getting him out of jail for running over his victim's foot. When you try to make that circle and make that circle make sense, you get lost pretty fast. Because that shit don't make no sense. Okay? Not a bit of fucking sense. You hear me? None. Because Daryl, that's why. Because Daryl. Thank you, Aaron. Mama love you. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. Mhm. Let's see. What we got? Out on bail, time to triple up the last time. I know. Ain't it right? It's just what it feel like. Oh my God. I know you didn't do the little icons like she running from the car. She running from the car, and then it's a bunch of people, and then he's running over all the people. Jesus. That is clever as shit, though, Melted Copper. You are fast. You got a quick little brain there on you. That's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. I would not have thought of that. I don't know if I'm easily impressed or that's extremely impressive. Like with the car and then the person running, that's what would be Erica. And then he graduated, and then now it's this, and now it's a bunch of people walking, and here the fuck come Daryl. Damn, that's just crazy. Hey, Stormfluent. Hey, boo. Matt Powers, Adrian Sosa, Adelaida, Bob Kitten, Stevie. Oh no, Stevie been here. Stevie told me he was gonna be with us in spirit, but look at him here and for real, for real. Vicky Vale, Southern Belle. Is that why I'm yawning so much? Southern Belle done showed up. Oh damn, here it come again. Yes, honey. All right, let's get back in here.
individual is at least 18 years old and there's evidence of a conduct disorder prior to the age of 15. This examiner noted Mr. Brooks meets nearly all of the symptoms described above because he has exhibited a long-term maladaptive pattern of behavior involving a disregard for in
Harboring
violation
a
of the rights of
criminal.
others, beginning in
Well,
childhood
she wasn't
and
harboring
continuing
him.
through adult.
That's not harboring him. It could be if they asked her where he was and she said she didn't know and she knew where he was at that house, then it could be like it's like hindering an investigation or something like that. But I think she need to get some type of blame for the like her like I don't know, it's like something with that whole thing of her knowing that he had done that and him and her pretending that it's not like her. I think like her reporting her car stolen when she knew that it wasn't. I mean, that's a false report. That's definitely a thing. I know for sure that's a thing. Calling and reporting of like a false report. That's definitely a false fucking report. She damn sure knew he had the car. He was living in the motherfucker. There ain't no way around that. She definitely lied about that. He was living in her car in her fucking driveway. So her saying she didn't know he had the car, it's automatically a fucking lie. Right? So I know for sure that one. All right. False report to the
life.
popo.
The borderline features reflect a general inability to sustain healthy relationships with others, including his
Yes, you wore an
domestically
orange
violent
beret.
relationship with victim PPP.
She did, Steve. She did it.
That
Yeah,
examiner
that's a
goes
felony.
on with
I know
further
that's right.
analysis and conclusions, again finding that there is not support. The last examiner, again, made similar.
Well, she gave him the murder weapon. Doesn't really say much of anything because I mean you could buy somebody a weapon like a knife as a gift. Them then using that gift to stab somebody, that doesn't make you the person who, you know what I mean? Like so giving him his car, him then using the car as a weapon doesn't really count. But definitely that whole thing of I mean, like I don't know, I definitely feel like there's some liability though, even outside of the whole her lying thing or about the report. I mean, I feel like there's some liability stuff there because, like, he ran over her foot. It was her car, right? He ran over somebody's foot in it. And then when he got out, she gave him right back the keys. She gave him right back the keys. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know what the crime would be called, but yeah, I can see that. Something I just know there's something there. That's all. I don't know what it is 'cause I ain't all lawy and stuff. But I know there's something there. I can tell you that now. I know for sure. It's just a matter of whether they want to do it or not. If they want to, they definitely got some shit to go with. That's all I'm saying.
Conclusions, also diagnosing Mr. Brooks with an antisocial personality disorder. Why is that important? There is no doubt that in our criminal.
No, it was not his car. That was her car. It was her car in her name. He wanted a vehicle. He made his mother get a car so he could have a car. This is the relationship they had. He made her get a car. He said, I need a car. You need to get a car for me. She got a car. He wasn't able to get one. He had no job. He had no income. He had no license. He didn't even have a license. You don't have a license, you can't get insurance. So that's why he couldn't get it. But he harassed the shit out of her to get her to get it, even knowing that she don't never drive. So it's damn sure wasn't for her, but she got it in her name so that there would be a car that, and he used that with the car was for him to be using. I promise you, that's exactly what the fuck happened. I've seen people with like Daryl before, not that do complete and total Daryl stuff, but people like to just kind of function like that. They're like grown kids. They're like, they turned 40, but they still are like standing there harassing and guilt tripping the shit out of their parents. And they never leave. They never fucking leave. This is what it is. Like they turn 40, 45, 50 years old and they're still just fucking sitting there and they're aggressive as hell. I've seen this before. I know what this looks like. Even if you ain't seen it in person, you've seen this shit on TV. Like Daryl is not the only person living a Daryl type of life, okay? These are type of person. That thing that I just described, what he did with the car, how he got her to get that car. That car is in her name. He was not able to get one. Even if he could, he wouldn't want to get one because he knew he wasn't gonna pay for it. Because he wasn't never gonna get no job to pay for it. So he got her to get it. Told her, I'll drive you to work and stuff. It'd be useful because then I can take you to work. Because you don't even like to drive, Mom. You don't even like to drive, you know? And of course, he didn't drive her to work at all. Because look, when he was gone, guess what happened? She had somebody picking her up and taking her to work. He already wasn't taking her to work. She already had plans for how she was gonna get to work anyway. Ain't that some shit? Daryl ain't shit. This is the moral of the story is Daryl ain't shit. Everything about this man is weird. The fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, oh my God, he's like the weirdest thing I've ever. He's so fucking weird. I can't. Oh my God, I don't know how people deal with Daryl's. Like people with this type of whatever that is. Like, was he born with it, or was it Maybelline? Like, what the fuck? I don't get it. It's so weird. I feel like if you had a kid and it acted like this, I feel like you would just throw it away. You know what I'm saying? Just throw the whole kid away, you know? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, hell, motherfucking no. You want me to feed you? Yeah, you mistaken. Mama, did you get my last super chat or did it leave? Oh, wait. What did I miss? Oh, nope, I didn't see it. Hey, didn't Dawn call 911 after and claim he did and stole her truck? But then she called an Uber. Exactly. That's what I was just saying. Like, I wonder which one came first. Did she, when she called the police, had she already spoken to Daryl and was helping him get this Uber? Or was it after she called the police? Like, when did she call the police? If we were to check, we would be able to find that out actually. Because they have all the like the transcripts and stuff from like the 911 calls and stuff. Like, so we would be able to see from when the police showed up, because we would be able to easily find the time when the police found him on that porch, right? And then compare that to when she did that 911 call, like what time it was. That would be something good to research and look up. And see which one came fucking first. They're gonna need that, you know, for the evidence, you know, and trial against her. Thank you, Samantha. Mama love you. Yes, she do. Which one came first, the chicken or the egg, honey? The chicken or the egg? There's another one, Samantha. Thank you for the other one too. Mama love you. Yeah, she do. Yeah, she do. Yeah, where is his daddy, Matt Powers? That is the question of the year. I don't think Daryl has a dad. I think Daryl just spawned. He just spawned in, you know, like a ghost from Phasmophobia. He just spawned somewhere. Yeah, no, yeah. Dawn definitely should have swallowed that one for sure. I've been saying that for months. She failed us all when she refused to swallow that one. Like that one definitely should have went down. That one should have went down the hatch. Okay, never to be seen again. To be devoured by stomach acid. This is what this one. His fate should have been stomach acid. He should have been digested. Okay, this is what he should have been. Just shat back out. That was supposed to be the fate of a Daryl.
Justice system today, we face a crisis of the mentally ill intersecting in our courts. In the last year and a half alone, this court has ordered many.
Oh, he did a bomb threat. I think his dad, Darrell's dad, did a bomb threat or something like that in a casino. And the Nugget, it was the Golden Nugget, the Nugget Casino in Vegas. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a swallow jailbird. Maybe he'll be in jail doing what Dawn should have done. You know.
Competency evaluations, presided over a number of contested competency hearings, and ordered many evaluations for the special plea of not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect. And the bottom line is, for this court, Mr. Brooks does not present as a person who is either not competent or not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect. It is frankly heartbreaking to see those individuals who truly suffer from schizophrenia, for example, intersect in our criminal justice system. Sometimes they do unspeakable things. They hurt other people. I'm thinking of one such gentleman.
I don't know if he living better, but I know that he ain't got no girls in there to fuck with. I know that. He ain't got not one single girl in there to push around or nothing. He gonna have to figure out how to fight boys. This is what he got. And we know that ain't his forte. Okay? We know that. It's not his forte. He gonna have to figure it out, okay? Oh, yeah, no way. He didn't, Aaron. He didn't win the race. Remember, he had a twin sister. His twin sister won the race. He accidentally, or just being a dick, just clung on to her tail as she swam. Because you know he didn't fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? And he snuck his little ass on in there, too. He ain't even had no business in there. He slid his little slimy little ass on in the egg. And then here the fuck he come. Okay? You know he wasn't supposed to be in there because when he squeezed his little ass through, his hairline didn't quite make it. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe his bottom lip got caught. You know, no, that ain't how it works, but still, it's funny, okay? It's funny. His dad was probably fired this when he started doing toddler tantrums. I'm out of here. I know that's right. That's probably when his dad was, his dad was probably gone before he even popped out. Yeah. Oh, like father, like son. Darrell ain't pay no mind to his kids either. The most attention that Darrell's kids have gotten from their father, Darrell, is him talking about them in court and pretending to have some kind of relationship with them. This is the most time that he spent even saying their names in their whole lives. Okay, it's him in there pretending that they give a shit about him or that he give a shit about them. Okay, they damn sure don't. Yeah, that's why he looks so funny. He got dragged backwards into the egg. And he was hooked onto his sister's tail. His tail and her tail got hooked. That's how he ended up in there. He didn't even belong in there. He didn't win no fucking race. He got on some default type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
who was so schizophrenic and out of control. He couldn't even be kept in the courtroom. He was too loud. He clearly, if you've ever been in the room with someone who is suffering from auditory or visual hallucinations, it is not something you easily forget. It makes an impression, even on someone like myself who's not an MD or a doctorate level psychologist. I've been in the room with an individual who was, when I did defense work, and he was accused of killing someone near and dear to him. It's a very, very different presentation. It's heartbreaking. It's heart-wrenching. Do the mentally ill sometimes commit atrocious crimes? They do. This is not one of those situations.
nope, indeed it ain't.
We've heard Mr. Brooks's family
Darrell. Sounds
talk
like you're
about
fucked.
mental illness and bipolar.
Sounds
You know,
like
in addition, before I get to that, I've also had, over my 11 years on the bench, of coming face to face with evil on occasion. There are many times, good people do bad things, but there are times when evil people do bad things.
Like in a Darrell
There is
case.
no medication or treatment for a heart that is bent on evil. Child trauma, bipolar, indifference, physical abuse of a child, or
Just
even
being a
childhood
dick.
trauma
Just being a douche.
did not cause Darrell Brooks to commit the acts for which he will be sentenced here today.
No.
It is very clear to this court that he understands the difference between right
Yeah.
and wrong, and that he simply chooses to ignore his conscience.
That part. Yeah.
He is fueled by anger and rage.
Exactly.
Some people, unfortunately, choose a path of evil. And I think, Mr. Brooks, you are one of those such persons. As a mom, my heart breaks for your family, for your mom, and for your grandmother. The son that she raised, the grandson that your grandmother knew, the hopes and dreams they had for your life, they're gone. And I think it's perhaps far easier for them to blame a mental
Darrell.
illness than to perhaps come
Are you
to
sad?
grips
Are you
with their
sad,
son
Darrell? Oh,
did
no.
very
Look at Darrell. He's like, how am I going to get myself out of this? Surely I'm smarter than this heifer. Her having a black robe does not make her smarter than me, okay? Samantha, if he had a twin brother, he would have, I'm Darrell, and this is my brother Darrell. LOL. His sister died many years ago. Yeah, she died in like 2015, I think it was. I believe it was 2015. Yeah, I was like, first I thought Darrell did it, like I wanted to say, was a car involved? But I still don't know exactly what happened to her. So, I mean, we can't rule it out, I guess. If we don't know what it is, then we don't know what it ain't, right? Mm. You know what I'm saying? And Darrell don't really want to talk about it, which makes me think maybe he might have had something to do with it. I'm just saying that's the theory that I had. I thought, I mean, it's just my opinion and my thoughts or whatever. It's a question or whatever. Okay. Thank you, Samantha. Mama love you, boo. He has no conscience. Indeed, he don't, Technogirl. He don't even know what that is. Damn sure can't spell it. Ah ha ha. Mama Darrell did a lot of stuff behind Darrell's back. Yeah. He's so crazy. He crazy melanated, that's all. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Oh no, Scooby-Doo. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh, Darrell. Ruh-roh. Oh, Samantha. Mama love you. Yes, you do. Oh, what's going on with Susan? Susan, if I had a sister that passed, I would say something. I lost my daughter last year at 42, and I still tell people to this day, life is precious. J9 helped me through with the humor. Oh, oh, thanks for that, booby. My mama is glad to be of service, to be of help. You know what my mother says to me? She says, it's so funny that thing that, because she used to give me the business about me laughing so much, right? Like she thought it was a problem. Like honestly, she thought I was going crazy. Because even when I would be like sad or something, I would still be laughing, you know? And so I think she thought I was having a breakdown or something. So it would make her nervous. It would make her nervous when I would do it. So she would like panic, and she would be like, why are you laughing? Why are you doing all that laughing? You know you are not laughing. That's exactly what she said this one time. And I was like, literally, I just looked at her and almost was like, what do you want me to do? What would you like for me to do? Like, if I don't do this, then I break. Like, you want me to break? Like this is it's a coping mechanism. It's something to help you slide through the fence. You know what I'm saying? Like grief and stuff like that, like just depression and all those things. Like those are like fences. You run into these fences. You just gotta find a way to sliver through so that you can go on. They set you back, but they don't have to stop you. You know what I'm saying? And laughing helps me slither my little ass through this fucking fence. You know? It makes me like turn like a mouse, like cartilage, so I can slither through, like a snake slide, helpful. So mama is glad that she could be of help to you, baby. My laugh my sense of humor is my favorite thing about me. So I'm definitely glad that I could use it to help other people. Okay. And especially you, my baby. My baby, baby, boo. Mama love you. Yeah, she do. Yeah, 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 yeah. She do. Oh, Samantha. I have heard she died. Yeah, I heard that too. And the way that Daryl is like all being all short about it, like he's like, we never really figured out what happened with that. Makes me think, yeah, that was probably what it was. Probably OD. Why is he sad? Oh, what right now? Why is he sad? He's moving up. I know that's right. He about to have a cot to call his own. You know what I'm saying? He about to have a door. It's gonna look kind of funny, the door, but he's gonna have a door. Okay, he won't be able to get out of it without assistance. You know what I'm saying? And then only at certain times, you know. But he's about to have food. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna have no TV. Now he ain't gonna have that. No, but he. If he ever tries to buy anything from the little whatever they call it, I always call it a commissary for some reason. But if he ever tries to buy something, like for his, they're probably gonna be like, no, you gotta pay whatever percentage of whatever. He's trying to get some toilet paper. They're gonna give him 2 sheets of it, and they're gonna keep the rest to send to the victims. He ain't even gonna keep the tiniest little bits of shit that he gonna get. And I think that's just great. He get a bed, a room, 3 meals a day, showers, and a man who would love him forever. Exactly, Samantha. He's gonna have a man that's gonna be faithful to him, honey. At least he ain't gonna cheat on him with no women, because ain't no women in here. You know what I mean? He might be cheating and messing around with the other dudes, which is gonna leave Daryl in a very vulnerable situation. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Daryl. Oh, Daryl, damn. Damn. Just damn. That's fucked up, boo. You done fucked up now. You know you done fucked up, right? You know that, Daryl. Samantha, mama love you, yes she do. Oh, Leadaplex, move up in the world. Yes, Daryl is moving up in the world, Leadaplex. He got a door now. I know that's right. He gonna be, he gonna have his own little spot. He got a toilet. You know what I'm saying? A toilet / sink. I mean, not everybody got a toilet that's also a sink. You know what I'm saying? Imagine being able to wash your face in the back part of your toilet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's right there is innovation. Yeah. Daryl got a smart house. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't even believe I just said that. Just thought of that. They just said it. Every once in a while you say something, you go Fuck. How did I even come up with that? That's hilarious. Daryl got a smart house, you know what I'm saying? His toilet is also is a sink. I hope he remembers what part to use. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're like, no, you wash your face with the back part. Oh God, he's done dipped his hands in the toilet bowl. Oh God. Yes, honey. Y'all can buy some drapes. You and Bubba can get you some drapes, just, make it a home. Make it a home. This house is not a home if there's no Bubba there to turn the key. Oh, that's Luther. All right, Christine. Christine says she'd be right back. We'll be waiting, Christine. We'll be waiting for you.
Very bad things. Due to very bad
Alexa, shut my cell
motivations.
door.
One of the things ultimately that will happen when you are in prison, sir, is that the Department of Corrections, they are statutorily responsible for your care and your well-being, including your mental health. I do not.
It's Storm. It's Storm. Stormfluence said, Alexa, shut my cell door. Alexa would be like the dude in the cell next to him. His name would be Alex. He'd be like, Alexa, shut my cell door. And Alex would reach out of his little food hole on his door and just slide door closed. Oh, Daryl got that smart house, honey. He got a smart house. I'm proud of you, Daryl. Look at you. He's trying to find his place in this world. Looking for a cellmate, roaming through the night.
Have any authority to dictate to them where you go or how they
that
treat
was a
you.
good laugh. I like that.
That is far different than when there is support for a plea of not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect. Because then the court has available what is called treatment facilities and a commitment to such a treatment facility. That is something that is simply not on the table. And again, for evaluations, not even my own assessment, but for evaluations from licensed professionals say otherwise. Even in the face of your family saying that, and even in the face of you claiming that. I'm not even here to say that some of those things can't coexist, and that you might not have some of your own mental health issues, whether it be bipolar, childhood trauma, or things of that nature. But the bottom line is none of that caused you to do what you did on November 21 of 2021. I want to next turn to the trial in this case. And I think it's important that the sentence here today focuses on your conduct on November 21 of 2021 and the moments leading up to that tragic and fateful decision of yours to drive through the Waukesha Christmas parade, and of course the moments after. I, of course, through my sentencing remarks and ultimately what I do here today, I can't answer all of the questions. I can't address all of the issues, including the why. Perhaps the one question that will remain unanswered. Why? Why did you barrel down White Rock Avenue? Why did you not stop?
I gotta answer you.
Why did you keep going?
Cause Daryl Dick. Cause Daryl Dick. That's why.
Many of us in this courtroom sat through the entire trial.
Amazing.
And what we learned is that very early on in the afternoon of November 21, starting at around 1 p.m., the police got ready for the parade. The staging area was set up, and that was all along White Rock Avenue. Signs were put in place. Ultimately, barricades were put up at a number of locations on Main Street and surrounding that. We know because we heard from Sergeant Warner about what he had done, and he had, right before the start of the parade, had driven down the parade route. It was on his shoulders, his responsibility to make sure everything was safe and in order. What's important about that staging area, sir, is we know that that is where the altercation with Erica Patterson really came to a head. We all watched that video, multiple videos. And we know that even before that, you appeared angry and upset.
Yes.
2 individuals
Yes, you did.
testified about you being at that mobile gas station, how you turned the wrong way down a one-way street, waved
did.
your hands in
You
the air,
definitely
rolled
did.
down your window, either exchanged
Gotta have
gestures
faith,
or
faith,
words
faith,
with one of the drivers.
Baby.
Perhaps 30 minutes or so before the start of the parade, maybe an hour or so before you drove down the parade route.
But I gotta think twice. Ooh, before I Xana do
But
my
what's
next.
important is the signage. Even you, at one point, I believe when you were talking with Detective Carpenter, noted, it was my words, my assessment, it was clear something was going on. I think what you said was a lot of shit was blocked off. You'd driven past those signs on the staging area.
You did.
The fact remains they were there, sir. And the fact remains is
They were.
you told Detective Carpenter
sure.
that.
You definitely did, Daryl. That's what you done.
The other, we
Did
then
this fucker just say, "Are you done talking?"
heard from
Hold up. He just said,
the witnesses gestures or words with one of the drivers. Perhaps 30 minutes or so before the start of the parade, maybe an hour or so before you drove down the parade route. But what's important is the signage. Even you, at one point,
watch this. He's going to say, if I'm not mistaken, I could be mistaken, but I swear I heard him say, "Are you done talking?" Watch this.
I believe when you were talking with Detective Carpenter, noted, it was my words, my assessment, it was clear something was going on. I think what you said was a lot of shit was blocked off. You'd driven past those signs on the staging area. The fact remains they were there.
Watch this. Let's just, I don't know if I can't turn it up anymore, but just listen. Watch. Remember, I swear I think that's what he says. Let's see.
There, sir. And the fact remains is you told Detective Carpenter that. The other,
Yeah, he said, "Are you done talking? Are you done talking?" Like, yeah, y'all come take him away. I'm done talking. Yeah, that's how that worked, Daryl. When I get done talking, you get underneath the prison. So, hey, look, rush me all you like. You know what I'm saying? We both want the same thing. You up underneath of this here prison, okay? Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. Yeah, I had to get a separate drive, like a what's it called? The external hard drive or whatever, because I have so many videos on my computer and it's starting to like get super filled up. And I don't want to have to be deleting things just in case something ever goes awry with my YouTube channel. I want my stuff to just be gone. I can, I can always just re-upload it on another thing here. So it's like it's like years and years of me being hilarious. You know what I'm saying? I've already started deleting a couple of things. And I was like, I don't want to keep doing that. I'm gonna, because those things, like every single thing that's in there is fucking hilarious. Like, I hate to see it all just go away. I had to get me a little external hard drive. You know what I'm saying? He says something about not seeing barricades. Is that what he said? Let's see. Let's try it again. Let's see. Try one more again. Let's see if we can make it out. Ooh, that went too far.
Gestures or words with one of the drivers, perhaps 30 minutes or so before the start of the parade, maybe an hour or so before you drove down the parade route. But what's important is the signage. Even you, at one point, I believe when you were talking with Detective Carpenter, noted, it was my words, my assessment, it was clear something was going on. I think
Let's see if maybe the caption thing will catch it. Let's see.
what you said was a lot of shit was blocked off. You'd driven past those signs on the staging area. The fact
No,
remains they
I
were
didn't
there,
catch
sir.
it.
And the fact remains is you told Detective Carpenter that.
Yeah, maybe it was. You might be right, Samantha. I think you might be right. I think
The
she
other-
would have said something.
We
to that
then
if it was that.
heard from
Not a lot to lean on.
the witnesses related to Ms. Patterson. We heard from Corey Runkle. We heard from Erica Patterson herself. My impression, based upon Erica Patterson's testimony, who, by the way,
You
showed
got a
grace
turtle head.
and
I know,
dignity
right?
facing
He
you,
definitely got
a
one.
man who
Got a turtle head peeking out.
clearly
Ooh,
has no
it's
regard
coming.
for
Got a head
her
his hair, baby.
as a mother of one of your children,
brown baby.
as someone you had a domestic partnership with and a relationship with at
Some
one
green
point.
with green patches,
We
green birthmarks. we call 'em.
No, and I would say this goes to your character. What was shown through that altercation and
Green
going up the hill,
Galadina.
following her, slapping her, the rules don't matter to you, not the rules of the road.
Yeah, I like to think that too, Gringa. I like to think it too. So I think she praised Erica for being gracious on the stand to purposely poke him. Yeah, that's why I would have said it. I'd have been like, I'm just happy, that with all of this, because Erica is such a great person, like I'm so happy that she'll now be able to move on, get a new boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? And then, they'll be able to travel and go to Disney World and do all the fun things. Like, what kind of stuff you like to do, Daryl? Then when you name some stuff, be like, yeah, they can go do those things, all the shit that you can't do, I'm just so happy for her that she gets to go and be happy, with this man who's like, 5'9" plus, just definitely taller than you is the point. And, like, with like a really nice hairline, it's just it's just going and going and going. The thing is just, it's just there, it's just reliable, his bottom lip is sturdy. You know what I'm saying? It's dependable. You ain't got to worry about it just going off and doing some shit that ain't nobody tell it to do. It's just that unreliable bottom lip, like yours. Like, she got, I know her potential, what she can be. Okay. What she can be. Okay. I heard she's already dating. That's wonderful. Just brings a tear to my eye. The thought of her being so happy. She's so happy, Daryl. This is the type of shit that I'd like to say to Daryl. You want to piss a Daryl off, this is how you do it. I've been saying this whole time. Like, you really want Daryl to be unhappy? Start trying to figure out how to make Erica happy. because that's the answer. The more happy Erica is, the more unhappy Daryl is. Because those two things are completely linked. Like, if she's ecstatic, he's miserable. That's it. Easiest thing in the world. You just need to make her happy, and you need to get word to Daryl about it. That's what I'm saying. That's it. Daryl just need to know that Erica is super happy. Like happy. You feel me? I'm telling you, that's exactly how it works.
Not the rules established by court
Correlation,
orders, not the
intertwined.
rules even of decorum and decency. And I'll get to this more fully when I talk about your character.
Yeah, get
And I
to
know
the
you
character.
went
Tell us about his
hard
character.
at Attorney Opper for her bringing these things up, but those are legitimate, lawful sentencing considerations. And when I get to that point, I'll tell you the case law that supports that. Your character, even your pending cases.
I don't need no case law.
Don't need no case what? You don't need a
We
suitcase?
know at the time of
Sing
all
you
of
to
this,
Sarah
right, you were out
Boone's
on
house, you
bond
better
for 2
cut it
felony
out.
cases, one involving a handgun, one involving the same vehicle and Erica Patterson, and one involving ultimately intimidation of Ms. Patterson. We know that on November 20th, and she was very contrite about this.
Xanadu for me.
She told you where she was.
Xanadu.
She invited you out there. And that you had contact with her on the 20th. There was some physical.
Contact with her on the 20th.
Mr. Brooks, this is my time. You
I know
need
that's
to
right.
not
Shut
interrupt.
the hell up, Daryl.
The charge was dropped.
Mr. Brooks.
The state
You need to stop.
said specifically, wrote you, Your Honor, and said that they know it was no incident that day.
Mr.
And now
Brooks,
you want to sit up here.
do not
and now
interrupt me
you-
or you will be removed to the other
and now you
courtroom.
want to sit up here
Stop.
and try to
now.
add something in that you know for a fact never even happened. You want to sit up here
Mr.
and talk
Brooks,
about
every
who has
time-
grace and all this. You talking about
Yeah,
someone
look at that.
with 5 kids that don't have custody.
You need to stop
None of
right
them.
now or you will.
Look at it. Hey, Daryl, how many kids you got again? How many of them have you seen in the last 5 years? Oh, none? Oh. Ain't that some shit? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, Daryl. Shut the hell up. There. That's it. That was all. That's all I was gonna say. I know you thought I was gonna say something else, maybe something helpful or, just motivating, but nope, just shut the fuck up. Just there. That's all.
Be removed.
Remove me then.
All right?
Remove me
He
then.
will be removed. He cannot
Remove me
simply
then.
stay
I don't
quiet when
consent
this
to being
court talks.
sentenced anyway. I don't consent to this, just like I told you.
He said, I don't consent to being sentenced anyway, so good luck sentencing me. Daryl, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, for real. That's like a real question. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, oh my God. I don't consent to being sentenced anyway, so I don't even know what we doing here. I mean, it's not like you're going to get to put me away because I don't consent, so Look at him. I think he thinks because he's the lawyer. I'm sorry. I think he thinks because he's his lawyer, right? Or he's the representative standing in for the third party of the who's and such and what's and ever's. So he's like, look, I'm the lawyer, so the lawyers have to like agree to things, for anything to happen, we have to both come to an agreement as lawyers, that's what we have to do. And so until you guys ask my permission for stuff and I say okay and sign papers and things and such, then nothing can happen. So, I mean, you can feel how you want to feel, Judge, but check it out. It don't matter because you ain't got my permission to hold me accountable for a motherfucking thing, okay? Well, I am Daryl, okay? Hear me roar. There. Ain't he something? Look, you ain't got my consent to sentence me anyway. All right, Daryl.
I don't know the.
We'll be in recess until he's
I don't
removed
even
to the other
understand
courtroom.
the true nature and cause.
Man, I don't know the true nature of the cartridge and the lions and tigers and bears. Oh my God. Yeah.
and courtesy,
Yeah.
which include
We
not
put him in the other
interrupting
room
the
for
court.
common courtesy. Look at him. He looks.
I felt
Hold up. He looks so. Does he not look defeated? He looks as defeated. Daryl. Daryl. Don't be like this, okay? You did a good job. Like, you really fought for your life. I'm just saying. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, even though you ain't laughing, because that's how that works. Hey, I don't want to kick you when you down. You know, I mean, I know you always down because you're so little, but you know what I mean. I want to kick you when you down, but you know, I heard that, like, I heard Erica got a boyfriend. You just gonna let that happen? You need to tell the judge to let you out for recess, okay? Because that's how that works. Because science, right? Because law. Just tell the judge to let you out for recess, okay? And then what we can do is we get the boyfriend. Hold up. If we're gonna catch the boyfriend slipping, okay? Then we're gonna jump him in the parking lot. Sound good? Sound good? Good. Oh, Daryl, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Sit up in your chair, Daryl. That's not. I mean, come on. Don't have such a defeatist attitude. This is how you got here. You need to do better. Look, I tried, y'all. You can't talk to Daryl. He's just impossible. 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 Like, you getting yourself out of jail was impossible. Bye, Daryl. Fuck you, Daryl. Fuck you very much. Okay. Yeah. Cause that. Okay. Cause that. It's always fun to talk to Daryl. It's always a good time. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I heard it. I heard Erica's boyfriend is 5'10". What you think? What you think about that? How you feel? Oh, you just gonna slouch down in your chair like that? God, you so easy to defeat. Look at you. Sit up straight. Maybe that's why she don't like you. You know, maybe if your posture was better, work on that. Maybe Bubba can help you. You can do the Heimlich type. You know, when y'all have your cuddle time, have him kind of hold you in a Heimlich type position, and maybe that'll stretch his spine out, and maybe you get taller. Probably not, you know, but, you know, you gotta try. You know, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. That's what Aaliyah told you, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all that I'm saying. Had your ass tooted up in the air like that, you know. That's all I'm saying, you know.
Felt it important under Illinois versus Allen to remove him from the courtroom. As that is, of course, one of the options, and we have the benefit of the wonderful technology here in this courtroom and the adjoining courtroom, which I believe is the equivalent of being present. What I have referred to at times during this trial as the functional equivalent of being present in this very courtroom. But it is important that I go through.
He really does look defeated, does he not? He looks completely defeated. I didn't know any better. I think Daryl was defeated. Did Daryl get defeated? Because he damn sure look it. Like, I mean, he definitely looks defeated. I mean, I don't know if he is defeated, but he damn sure look it. That's all I'm saying, Daryl. That's all I'm saying. You know, put on a brave face. Just put on a happy face.
This without interruption,
hey, Kelly,
to make the record that I need
to make. He lost. He's shackled to his waist. His hands are shackled to his waist. This is his life now. This is his world. The world of Daryl.
No, you're not muted, sir. You're going to listen to me,
right,
and you're not going to interrupt.
You're going to shut the hell up, Daryl, and listen. This is what you're going to do. That's what you're going to do.
I want to, I don't want to call it a tangent, but I'm looking for a note that I made
Ugh.
then you
Oh,
need
now
to
you wanna be
pledge to
present.
this court, sir, that you will
so
not
funny.
interrupt me
I wanna
despite
be
what you
present
may
now.
not like me saying.
I want to
Can you do
harass
that?
the shit out of you. One last time.
All right, he's not making that
Remove
pledge
me
under
then.
Illinois versus Allen unless he makes that pledge. He's not coming back into this courtroom.
Yes, you need a pledge, honey. Do the pledge. The Pledge of Allegiance.
You are not.
I pledge allegiance to the
All
Bubba.
right, clearly he's going to keep repeating that statement,
He
so I
said I
have muted him
can't
at
have
this
no
point.
other.
It was my hope that
'Cause
he would
the
honor
only man for me.
the simple
It's just Bubba
rule of courtesy and
me.
decorum that he show respect to this
Bubba
court,
and me.
to these proceedings, and not interrupt and talk over me, but that clearly is something he is unwilling or unable
Incapable
to
is
do.
the word.
I'll find my
Judge.
note that I wrote later.
Incapable, I believe, is the word you're looking for.
It had to do with, frankly, what this court has observed as a pattern with Mr. Brooks, and that is when testimony or statements by the court or statements by the prosecution team become unfavorable to him, he lashes out and he disrupts. And that has been borne out time after time after time during this trial. So let me go through and pick up where I left off about the trial. I'm not going to go through everything in detail, but I think it's important that I set the stage, right, and the basis for my sentencing. One of the things that I did note regarding Erica Patterson's testimony, because frankly I wasn't sure where Mr. Brooks was going to go with his own defense based on some of the remarks he made during his opening statement, which was actually later, but I guess I'll go back to my review of his recorded interview and some of the things that he tried to say, and at least it became apparent ultimately with the way he cross-examined witnesses. I wasn't sure if he would claim perhaps someone else was in the vehicle, he was afraid of police,
Yeah, right? He
the
didn't say
tinting
any
of the
that.
windows, some of those things.
In fact, he said all of it.
Here's where it frankly doesn't matter. Okay, Erica Patterson provided key testimony in this regard, that there was no one else in the vehicle with Mr. Brooks. And I'm aware that he wants to come back, but until he writes me a pledge that he will not interrupt me under Illinois versus Allen, he is not coming back in this courtroom. He has forfeited his right to be present during my remarks. And unless he makes that pledge to me in writing, he's not coming back in.
She told him that she.
One of the things I tried to do in my preparation, and let me tell you, I reviewed all of my notes from this trial. I have, I think, 9 notepads. I looked at just a couple of exhibits, but primarily the map, Exhibit 15. I really wanted to determine for myself how long this carnage took. We know the distance, right? From at least where he entered. And you know what, Madam Clerk? Put my screen up, will you?
Sure. Let me see. So we're video conference.
I'm going to put Exhibit 15 up because I think it's worth doing that. All right. We know he entered from White Rock, where the first star is on the right side, where it says Fleet 1, unmarked sedan and marked SUV. And that's where Detective Casey was. And so we know he goes 1, 2, 3 blocks before
Girl,
striking
taking notes
anyone.
with his Bible.
And then it's really about 5 blocks of what can only be described as chaos and carnage. We know we have, from the evidence and the testimony, 2
Darrell's
different
pen
speed
ain't working.
calculations.
Darrell's pen wasn't working, you see him? He
One
was trying to
from
fix his pen.
Bosco's, that was the surveillance footage. between 33 and 34 and a
give him a
half
new
miles
pen.
per
Oh,
hour.
and that's sweet.
And then we have
Little
one
piece of
farther
pen.
down from the footage from Curry and
Daryl's pen wasn't working. Did y'all see it? His pen, he was like trying to write on stuff. He's like writing in the Bible, trying to see if it'll work, trying to get it. You know, when your pen don't work and you just scribbling, trying to make it work. Then he did something on the table, and then I think that the officer gave him another one. His little piece of pen is failing him. He's in here doing Bible studies, y'all. He's like reading through his little Bible and then like writing down stuff. You write a letter to God. Is that what it is? What's you telling him? Because he already know. He was in the car with you. He seen what you done, okay? He seen you. He saw you. He was looking at you
insurance,
like,
whereas
really, bro?
average 32 miles per hour.
So this is what you're
Now,
going to do today?
I acknowledge
Okay.
math is not my strong suit. I did not do a calculation, but I don't think it took very long for all of this to happen. I think it was a matter of minutes. I think 5 minutes would even be far too long. It's probably 3, maybe. And it was somewhat hard to gauge during the trial because of how the state presented. And I don't mean this as a criticism, but they were very meticulous in showing video, breaking it down, showing it at half speed, sometimes 30% speed, to really get an understanding of what was happening. And at no point did anyone ever tell me or tell the jury how long this took. But even though it took just a couple of minutes, there were so many opportunities
Yes.
for Mr. Brooks
A billion.
to simply stop, turn around, turn down other streets before
Daryl.
he ever crossed Bar.
I can't get enough of Daryl with these shackles holding his hands to his waist. It's like the best. It's the best around. I gotta be real careful. It'll go too far. Ooh, like so. Ooh, but now y'all can see what happens with his pen.
And then it's really about 5 blocks of what can only be described as chaos.
Look at him.
and
Look at him. Look at him.
We know
His
we
pen's not
have
working. Now
from
he's trying to
the
write on the
evidence
table.
and the
Trying to get the table to
testimony
fix it.
2 different
Not
speed
working.
calculations. One
Then the-
from Bosco's,
Then the
that
cop
was
guy
the
comes and brings
surveillance
him another
footage,
one. Look.
between
See?
33
Yeah.
and 34 and a half miles per hour. And then we have one
Daryl's piece of pen failed him. Oh, shit. America's boyfriend, Antoine Greer. Oh my God. Somebody need to write Daryl and be like, look, I know everybody hates you. And, that's fucked up. Everybody makes mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to tell you that, even though the world hates you and everything, that, like, some good things came, like Erica found, love again. And, like she's, Antoine, I think his name is Antoine Greer. Oh, he's such a good man. He's like, he's just like tall and, chocolate, like, Daryl ain't gonna like that because Daryl yellow, like, you gotta just say the opposite of whatever Daryl is, he's tall, he's chocolate, he's not vanilla at all. He's just chocolate. Very, very, just midnight, like, he's got like a head full of hair, dreads. They're real, he got like real dreads, like long ones too. They're the long and the real, and, he's got like, this super deep voice. He doesn't require Dahmer glasses. He's got perfect vision, like, he don't live in his mother's house, not at all. In fact, he has his own place, but he also even pays for his mother's place. He's like, oh, did I mention he was rich? Oh yeah, he's rich. And I believe actually his first job, he's worked so many jobs. He's worked his whole life. He's just, he's just like was such a hard worker to get to where he got now. And he said, you could tell he's a good guy because he keeps his nails, clean and trimmed, and he does. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. This is how you just drive a Daryl absolutely insane, you know. But you got to deliver him the news like you're not trying to be a dick, because it's just funnier that way. You know what I'm saying? If you say it like you're trying to be a dick, then it's different. But if you say it on some sneaky shit, you know, it's funny. Like it's like it's like, you know, I just wanted to let you know, as far as Erica goes, you don't have to beat yourself up about that, because she's just in such a much better place now. I mean, her this relationship she's in, it's funny. I was like, it never would have happened had you not, tried to kill her that day. You know what I'm saying? Like there would have he would have an aneurysm right there on the spot. Like, and tell him the dude's first job was actually as a correctional officer in prisons, like kind of dealing with just kind of unruly people who just could not quite get their lives right. Just always were in and out of prison because they just couldn't control themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got an award like a few years ago for I think I think he stopped some kind of domestic violence for the situation. Like, there was this guy who was beating on his girlfriend, and this guy just came out of nowhere. Like, he came out, and Antoine came out, and he just put the guy in a chokehold. You know what I'm saying? It was like this little yellow dude with a fucked up hairline. I think it was the way he described him to me. It's kind of, yeah, almost kind of described him. They kind of sound like you a little bit. And I would love to talk to Daryl. Like, I just would spend the whole time just taunting the shit out of him, just using everything that I know and have learned about people to just destroy him, just to send him completely into outer space. And the reason why is because he just has to sit in there with a bunch of dudes whom he's afraid to let it out on. As rageful as he gets, he won't be able to do shit about it because ain't nothing but a bunch of dudes in there that are all taller than him by default. You know what I'm saying? And that would be enough to call the next 20 Christmas presents for me. That would bring me great joy and wonderment and wonderfulness. I would be very happy about that. Oh, Jesus. That was the most fun I've had in a while. You guys, this one was a therapeutic one for me. This one was therapeutic. Oh, they're not all therapeutic. Some of them are just funny. You know what I'm saying? This one was funny and therapeutic, okay? This was both, is what it was. It was both with an F. Both. Both, okay? Oh, 2 hours and 37 minutes. All right, y'all. We're going to shut her down. I'm going to clip out some of this and make a short or like a, little clip to post for tomorrow before I go to bed. I was so unproductive yesterday and the day before. I'm gonna have a lot of making up to do this week to make up for that. So, mama love y'all. Oh yeah, by the way, I linked I've pinned the link to the membership at the top of the chat. If you want to become a member, it's right there for you. Okay. Other than that, it seems like it's a little harder for people to find, and if they find it on their phone. So otherwise, you gotta wait until we come in here before you can even find the thing. What would you say, J9 Eve ending to go watch Kendra G? Oh, you're going? Oh no, no, I haven't watched that stuff in so long. I try to stay away from all of that stuff. I get sucked in sometimes because of Mike TV, but it's. Oh, I try to stay away from it. Thanks for the time you dedicated to making us laugh. Oh, baby Shannon, that's what I'm here for, honey. It's therapy is what it is. It's therapy. It's therapy. You can't laugh at these pieces of shit. Then what can you do, honey? Damn sure ain't gonna let them make me cry. So I'm gonna laugh at them and hope I can make them cry instead. That just sounds better to me, Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, baby. Thank you, boo. Mama love you. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. Thank you, Samantha. Always supporting the shit out of Mama. Mama, I appreciate you. Okay, she appreciate you. She said, good night, everyone. Night, Mama. Good night, my love. My love. There's only you in my life. I mean that because I have no friends. My babies. All right. Good night, y'all. Bye, my love. Yes, you do. Mm. Oh, hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. And once this post, please go and do a comment and stuff. My shit doesn't circulate anymore because you guys don't leave comments anymore. You guys have stopped leaving comments, and comments are extremely important. They are the difference. They literally are the difference. Okay? So comments, even if it's just horrors and starts and whatever, just engagement is part of engagement. Okay? Comments and likes. All right? Please, 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 please. Later, Gators.